Hello everyone and welcome back to Can I Launch a Movement in Just 12 Weeks? This video is going to be a compilation of week 8 and week 9. I missed last week's. It was just so full on. For those of you who didn't know, we had our first opportunity as Ocean Media to actually film a whole event, which was called Fire Week. For the movement called Raising Royalty here in Panama. So there was people from all over the world that flew in and we just filmed the whole event. It was amazing. It was our first opportunity as a media company to actually capture that whole event, and it's been full on. To be honest, I didn't get any time that whole week to work late hours to actually work on Ocean as a movement, and so that's why this week I had a little bit more breathing room, and that's why I'm doing this video as one. So other than that, we are quite excited. We have 3 weeks left to actually launch this media company and movement, and it's going to be phenomenal. So this week was really, this last 2 weeks has really been one where I sat with the Father in many ways, and one of the things I really processed was like, Lord, how do I build something that actually has the capacity to scale, not just for myself, but how do I help the movement makers that come in, help them build systems that actually scale. So much of us try to build movements, we try to build products, we try to influence people, but if we don't build systems that help us scale, it's really not worth it. And so even asking that same questions for myself is like, hey, what does this look like to have location freedom and time freedom and still make the influence that I'm called to at the end of the day? So many times people launch their movements, they build businesses, and what they don't realize is they build prisons. And so much of my conversation is like, Lord, I don't want to build a prison. I don't want to be an entrepreneur for the sake of calling myself an entrepreneur and pat myself on the back and like, hey, you have a business. But eventually I start to resent and I start to hate what I do because I don't have the time and location freedom that I have right now. So the amazing thing is we have the freedom and the privilege to launch right and to build right from the beginning. Now, number one, it's never going to be perfect from day one, right? Like we're always going to improve. You're always going to say no. You're always going to have to retract some stuff, always going to add some stuff. So I'm not saying you're going to build your whole movement right from the beginning, but what I'm saying is it really helps to be mindful with the end in mind. And I've done that for the past few weeks, for the past 8-9 weeks. I've really been doing that. But there was just a deeper level of like, hey, what do I really want? And so what was great was, as you guys know from the weeks before, is that we did the whole alignment series. We shot the whole alignment series, video course plus 3 workbooks, and that was really amazing. I really rewatched the whole alignment series video, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not totally sold on it. I think there's so much more clarity that I really wanted to bring. I think the moment you put something out first, you always feel it can be better. There's actually a quote, I think it's, I can't remember from whom it is, but the quote is going like this, like, if you're not embarrassed by your first product, then you've launched too late. And that's, to be honest, how I feel about that first product. I feel like it can be way better. The workbooks is really phenomenal. The video course I feel can be improved. So we'll still put it out there, and we'll still really launch with that, but it's definitely going to be something that will improve very soon in the future. And this is something you can take. Imperfect action is better than no action, and launching is better than just staying stuck. So but something else that God has been speaking to me about is a book. Now, I've been working on this letters in books for actually quite some time, and the book's name is called Permission. And it's really for the hidden leaders of our generation. It's the backbone of what Ocean is going to become, is to speak to those hidden leaders. It all comes down on the vision I saw. What God showed me is like, hey, I saw this vision of hidden leaders that was stuck in other people's movements, and I heard God saying, Armand, go tell my people, go tell my leaders that they have permission to be who they were called to be, to build what they can build, to say what only they can say. And so this book is really there to take off all the limitations, self-imposed and from other people imposed, the ideas that people place on us, and the ideas we put on ourselves that is not necessarily who we are. And so it's really that breakthrough of freedom, to understand that this is who I am, this is what I want to build, this is what permission look like, this is how I will influence nations. And all these sudden and subtle, unconscious and subconscious lies that we believe about why we stay stuck for so many years. So that's going to bring freedom to so many people. And the reason God spoke to me so much about the book is because after this launch, that's the next project I'm going to jump into and really write the book for this movement, and really going to be the cornerstone and the lead magnet to get people into the movement of who Ocean is and what we're building and who we are. So that's really exciting, and it's given me a little bit of strategy. And you will see that once we launch the website live and all that at the end of this 12 weeks. But I'm launching a waitlist for this book. I've already started writing it, but it's going to take about a few weeks to really complete it and finish it in a high level. But I'm launching the waitlist, and with the waitlist, then you actually get the bonus of the alignment series. So if you get on the waitlist for this book, I'm giving you free exclusive access to the 3-part alignment series workbooks that you can start journeying through, so that when the book comes out, it's just the thing that amplifies and sets you free, so that you can actually step into the fullness of what you are called for. So that was some strategy that I was thinking of, that we're currently going back to the website. We're going to shuffle things around, and so yeah, lots of work to be done. But yeah, that's the end of this week. So we have 3 weeks left right now, and I have 3 main priorities. So number 1 is to really fix the website and get all that done, all the changes throughout this last 2 weeks that I felt God speaking to me. It's just gonna shuffle it around, get it live, and then I have a very important meeting with my media team. There's some packages we just need to clarify, and our communication systems, our email sequences that we need to sort out, so that when once we open up our doors, people start coming in, the communication flow really need to be exact. So that's an important meeting that we need to crash, and then that also gonna get some changes on the website. And then after that, there's gonna be 2 weeks left. So in that 2 weeks left, what I'm gonna do is for the 1 week, as you guys know, I had an idea of having 3 weeks of promotion. It didn't work out that way. I'm going to have 1 week of promotion, and I have 2 people that I really have that have email lists. I will connect with them and say, hey, let's connect with your whole email list. This is who I am. This is what I'm building. Send it out to your whole email list. And then that's strategic partnerships. But then I have a goal in my head to reach out to 100 Oceans that I know. I'm going to make a list of 100 Oceans. That's what I'm going to do next week. Not this week right now, the following week. So week 11 is going to reach out to 100 people directly and say, hey, my book is coming up, my movement is launching, this is for you, get on the wait list, get access to the 3-part alignment series, and just become part of this movement. God's building something phenomenal, reaching out to 100 people, myself, and that's going to be phenomenal. And then week 12, that is the week where we launch. We're going to make an amazing launch video of all this 12 weeks. I'm going to make another video of just speaking about what this process has meant for me, and then those email lists all get access. The 100 people I've connected with all get access, and then the movement and the media company will have open doors, and we would have launched everything we've built in the last 12 weeks. So much to learn. I've seen this in my mind going so much different, and having so much more time, but building something on the sideline, building something after hours, can get dynamic very quickly. And but I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. I've put in the work so many times. If I did not do this live, I would have just gone back and say, you know what, I'll do it another time. But this has helped me to stay accountable, and this is moving the needle. I'm so excited to get this live in the next 3 weeks, and then we're gonna jump into the next 12 week or the next 90-day system that we're going to start writing the book, so that we can actually start running ads and promote that. So much winning from my side. I just wanted to jump on here, give you a feedback on week 8 and week 9. Everything has happened, and I'm also excited we're editing the whole Fire Week, the whole event that we've done. So much editing happening right now, and that's going to become a great asset for us as a media company going forward to say, hey, here's some of the work that we've already done, and people will want to become involved. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you are Ocean and you know that your one journey is meant to influence nations. You're a hidden leader and you want to grow in your influence. Follow this page and you will really like what we are building forward. All right, have an amazing day and crush your week.